When did you know that you were interested in coaching at all?
Honestly,
Yeah.
when I coached 7-on-7 and stuff just because I like being around the game. But as far as coaching, because I want to coach now. One, I saw Dion, and so I saw how he did with his son. I watched Dion, and I saw how he wrote the narrative for his kid.
He's friends with Dion too.
Shit, man. He sat down and talked.
Man, they just got game day at Jackson State 2 weeks ago.
Man. And so I saw how
dude's a disruptor, man. I don't give a damn what anybody says about Dion.
Man, listen, he's different. He's
prime time.
I mean, he's prime time.
He's
prime. Going through my son's season this year and seeing how bad coaching can be in high school.
Were you watching from the stands?
Yes.
And then hearing about shit when he got home and stuff?
No, I'm just, this is what I'm seeing.
Really?
It just is, I'm a football dude, and I know this sport pretty well. Okay. And I'm sitting there just looking at simple stuff. And then you hear some of the stuff so my son, because he's used to playing with me in 7-on-7, he's used to coming off the field like, Daddy, this is what I see at da-da-da-da. All right, well, next drive, if we complete the first play, that's the next play we're going to do. So y'all understand, second play, we complete the first one. Second play, we're going to run the double move, what y'all said, because I see I like it. That's what he's used to.
Sure.
Man, he get to his high school coach and tell him some plays, and they tell him it's too complicated or he think he know too much. And these your coaches. And so once I start seeing how they move, and that's what I like, man. I either got to find him the right coach or go coach it myself.
DIY, do it yourself.
Yeah, that's what got me into wanting to go and start coaching now.
Okay, so is your coaching, as you said, like not just 7-on-7 coaching, are you drawing on your positive experiences or on your negative experiences the most? When I ask a lot of entrepreneurs this, I say, did you have a mentor or an anti-mentor? And a lot of them will say that it was this really bad leader they had to follow, listen to, that taught them way more than somebody who was positive and helping them out. Are you looking back at stuff like with Coach Fran and going, that fucking sucked and I'm not doing that?
Because and that's exactly right, because he ruined my love for the game. Not gonna even lie to you. Ruined my last year, he ruined the love for the game.
Why? What did he do?
From not knowing how to practice us. Man, we would have like 2 days. You know, back then we'd go 2 practice.
Practices.
We might have 28 periods in the practice. We'll get to like 9 or 10 periods, and he'll start us over because he didn't like the way something was going. Start us completely over in practice. So we out there extra. He never understood. So man, if you go and turn our film on when he was there, and go watch how big boys or how people move, see how much slower they were in the second half, we'd be dead. And he totally took the game just off of him not knowing how we supposed to practice, what we needed to do for practice, what needed to be done as a team to even win. And he, like I said, when going into my junior, senior year, and some of the things that because like I was telling that, my last game at A&M, he sent me home and when I go back to school in 2012 to finish my degree, I find out that it was said that I didn't want to play against Texas because I wanted to get ready for the draft. And it was my last game. I mean, and if we win this game, we go to a bowl game. But don't nobody know that this man sent me home because I was slowing down his practice on the Tuesday before. Because I had a hurt ankle. But I had hurt it like a week and a half, so I'm treatment, getting ready. And so I go to practice one day, I got a light limp, running the option, kick me off the field. He don't nobody know that. They think I'm leaving because draft purposes. It wasn't even the case.
Coaches,
but Reggie,
he was the one. And so I'm talking, man. Sumlin was at Oklahoma at the time. Yeah. They called me, man. What you do to piss that man off, man? I ain't do nothing to fucking friend. He used to tell everybody what he wanted at quarterback. Man, well, the scouts coming over here asking us about y'all. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing positive to say about y'all.
After all that,
When you see the Kyler Cliff stuff going on, the on-field, the waving off calls, the bickering, all of that, and then you see the record, is that relationship long for this world, or is Cliff out of there?
Cliff out of there.
You think so?
Yeah. When you,
Why don't they mesh? Does Kyler mesh with anybody?
That's I don't know. He's when you have to put in a contract for your quarterback to watch film.
Yeah, that's a.
I think that's an issue.
that's a
that's
slight.
problematic.
And then for you as a franchise to come out and even let that be known. Cause y'all, I mean, that's his contract. Y'all didn't even have to let y'all didn't have to say
somebody
yeah.
slipped
Y'all
that
didn't have to say that.
Right.
It didn't even have to come out.
Yeah.
But for that to come out and then for him to have to put that in his contract, I think that's a huge issue.
So if the transfer portal had been around when you're going from your junior to senior year, would you?
Oh, I would have left.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you left, if you left, depending on where you went, would you have gone as a safety and a receiver, or as a quarter? Would you have insisted on quarterback?
I would stay at QB.
Where was it in your career that you were like, I'm not playing safety. I'm your signal caller. I'm either that or I'm nothing.
As soon as I went to A&M.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I told him I was coming, the quarterback was my spot.
If you would have transferred without the transfer portal, you would have had to sit a year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would have, do you feel like you wouldn't have lost that love for the game, and did losing that love for the game bleed over a little bit then into the pro career at all?
A little bit, because I got into the same shit. I got when I went to Cincinnati.
Man.
The
Maybe the only worst place to go would be in the same damn state to the Browns.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And at the time, Marvin, he didn't have no grasp of the team.
Really?
But I can tell you a story about being there that shit, Marvin, he didn't
Just disorganized? Or?
yeah.
And so
Marvin didn't have no control over it. I thought over nothing.
that's probably a bad sign for then when he went to help Herm out at Arizona State. Now they're going to be on probation for like 10 years, I think. That love for the game, though, that's important. Like Nat and I, we've played a lot of rugby where you just ruin your body, and we just do it because it's fun. Not many of us get paid, and the guys who do get paid, even at the pro levels, don't make what soccer players or NFL players or whatever make. That love, but that's why we play the game as kids. You get
right.
It's a blood sport.
You're
it's
ready
bragging rights.
all week. Saturday's coming.
And see, that's why when they take that love from you, because how you used to play as a kid and how you used to look at it as a kid, it's a game. Oh, it ain't no game no more. Because they are like now you understand it's a big business.
Because
like
the passion is gone.
Yes.